So hi, today I want to tell you about something that is quite interesting if you've not been following the news as well. But at the beginning of this year, I thought, you know what, I probably need to kind of start following on some of my dreams. You know those bucket lists that you sort of have, tick off those bucket lists one at a go. I do love traveling, and one of the places I've always wanted to visit was Bali in Indonesia. And the idea was that I go to this place and see, because many people talk about it, the tranquil, the tropical climate, the tranquility. And obviously, I am so much interested in yoga. So I wanted to kind of go and experience the yoga camps, as everyone talks about them. Obviously, I'm not so sure why it is so much on everyone's bucket list, but I thought maybe I could at least also be part of this group that kind of goes over there. Take it off. And if it's really interesting, I will probably go back. Anyway, so I did research about it at the beginning of this year, all those places I wanted to go to, And obviously, like we know, AI, artificial intelligence, is very, very keen on reminding us what we've been searching, and on my social media feeds, then I come across an article, and it's about Indonesia, and the fact that in December they decided to enact a rule, a law basically, that prohibits sex before marriage. So you cannot have sex in Bali unless if you're married to the person you're having sex with. And this place has like a massive tourist influx. Like, most people in the West really, really talk about going to Bali. And I'm like, really? Is this a hoax? I don't think Indonesians are that stupid that they would really, really want to cut off the hand that kind of feeds them. So anyway, I'm like, nah, this is just bullshit. It's nonsense. It's not a true story. You have all these fake stories that come up on your feeds. So I thought maybe I could do a bit of research about it. And to be surprising, it is true. In December, on the 6th of December last year, the parliament in Indonesia decided that they definitely are going to ban sex before marriage. And it is a unanimous rule in Indonesia. Unbelievable. So if you're planning to go to Indonesia with your girlfriend, please don't. You will be arrested and you will be put in jail for up to a year. Yeah. And if you're planning to go to Indonesia and find a woman there and have sex with that person, you will be put in jail as well. It is fascinating. I thought these culture wars that we sort of have were mostly in the West, but you could find that these other countries are going through their revolution of cultural wars. I think the Indonesians want to kind of embrace their culture. I don't know whether their culture is based on the fact that everyone has to be, they have to have one person or one wife or whatever. I don't know, but it feels like the whole country is disgusted by people having sex before marriage. So they decided, you know what? We should put it in our laws. Some laws that govern our well-being. And that's one of the reasons they decided to make this rule. And it's surprising because I thought they are so much into tourism. And if you're a country that kind of embraces tourism, you have to relax some of these laws, because the people that bring you money want to be free. Like they experience the freedom they experience in the West. And most of the tourists, I can tell you that it will be hard to come across anybody in the Western world that does not really fancy going to Bali. It's one of those places that people talk about. Have you been to Indonesia? Have you been to Bali? And for me, I was like, why do people talk about Bali? I need to go to Bali as well. Now, I don't think I'm going to go. Not because I want to have sex with anybody over there. But I just feel like if that is one of the rules, then what other conservative rules do they have over there? You might get into trouble for having a drink, for example. I don't even know. You can't have sex in Bali. Wow. Unless you take your wife. So today, I think all the wives are like, thank God, thank God. Our men can't have sex in Bali unless if they take me. Wow. Why do people really want to make rules that govern like adults? If you want to choose to have sex, that's up to you. Why would the government still be so much involved in deciding who you should have sex with, when you should have sex, and why you should have sex? Oh my God. Anyway, it's one of those stories that I thought I could probably make a quick comment about. And if you new to this channel, at least, please subscribe, and perhaps we could have much of this content. And if you have any comment, again, I am very much interested in hearing your views. Please drop your comments in the sections and I will respond as pretty much. I would love to hear what other people think, to be honest. It's interesting. Perhaps we in the West are so much like emboldened, and we think that we can impose our cultures on all these other cultures, and these cultures are now fighting us. And I think that's probably what's happening in Indonesia. But I don't understand. If you want your country to develop, why would you then stop people that are bringing money into your country? Makes no sense. Absolutely. I don't get it. But if you do, please subscribe and send me a comment and I'll definitely read through it. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.